Hi there, welcome to the 10th lecture in the course of Shakespearean Studies. In today's lecture, we will talk about a guide to a final exam. And let me tell you this, if you think reading is boring, then you are doing it wrong. Okay, after midterm exam, we have covered 5 genres, namely Twelfth Night, Henry V, King Lear, King Richard III, Hamlet. All of those genres are written by William Shakespeare. And these are the genres that would be a part of your exam. So it is necessary to note that the final exam consists of 5 questions. You would need to answer 4 out of 5 questions. Guidelines for writing examinations. Examination can be daunting, but they remains a valuable test of the critical skills of you have acquired and of your ability to apply them. The following paragraphs will help you to understand what is being asked of you in an examination. It is the purpose of exam to enable students to demonstrate the width and the depth of reading and the ability to develop an argument and support it with illustration. In writing examination answers, as much as in writing essays, you are seeking to formulate a clear and well-argued response to the question that has been asked. Of course, you will not be expected to write in the same detail or depth as in your term essays. It is no good simply laying out all you know about a particular text, author for examiner's admiration. Take time at the beginning of the exam to choose the question you wish to answer. Make sure that you follow any rubric with care. If you violate a rubric, your paper will be penalized. Normally, this means that the answer in which the rubric is broken has its mark half. It is a good idea to write out questions at the beginning of your answer as well as numbering it. You should draw up a rough plan, but remember to cross it out. Engage directly with the question asked. As with any other essay, you should have an introduction, an argument, and conclusion. The essay should offer a discussion which engages with more than a single point of view on the issue involved. Part of the skills of producing good examination answer is to know what to leave out as well as what to put in. If you have quotation that you want to use, make sure that they are fully illustrative of the point you are making and not just drag in because you know them. If your answer consists of analysis as well as description, is clearly argued, exhibiting thoughtfulness about the question asked, some breadth of knowledge of the course as a whole, it is likely to get a good mark. Misspelling and or mispunctuation, for example, failure to use apostrophe properly, using commas where full stops are needed, give a very bad impression and will also affect your mark. Always divide your time carefully. One very good, very long answer can never achieve a mark high enough to compensate for a second incomplete, overly short, and abbreviated answer. Take your time, think, and write clearly. With preparation and thought, exam can be intellectually stimulating rather than ordeal. They are there to assess your capacity to respond quickly, to write intelligently and clearly in relation to particular questions, and to show your capacity for stimulating and thoughtful written discussion under time pressure. As such, they are a valuable part of our transferable skills you are developing at university. Writing style or style sheet. There are many different presentational styles around. The Department of English Literature prefers the style approved by the Modern Language Association, known simply as MLA style. All written work submitted to the department should confirm the following guidelines. Number 1, presentation and layout. Number 2, titles. Number 3, punctuations. Number 4, names of persons. Number 5, numerals. Number 6, quotations. Number 7, references in the text. So let's go for detail on other slides. Titles are ideally italicized, or if necessary, underline. The titles of books, plays, long poems published as books, pamphlets and periodicals, newspapers, magazines, and journals. For example, you can follow down there on the slide. Enclosed within single quotation marks, and do not underline the titles of articles, essays, short stories, short poems, songs, chapters of the books, unpublished works such as lectures, speeches, and dissertations. For example, followed on the slide, there is an example for you. Punctuation. Punctuation is necessary. A, capitalization. B, exclamation marks. C, quotation marks. D, rhetorical questions. E, square brackets. F, colons and semicolons. Presentations and layout. Essays should be typed or word processed, double-spaced. Pages should be numbered consecutively in Arabic numerals, including the final page, which comprises the list of the work cited. The page number should appear on the top right-hand corner of each page. The beginning of the paragraph should be intended 5 spaces from the left-hand margin. No additional space should be inserted between paragraphs. Use a clean font in size that is clearly legible. Times New Roman 12 point is ideal, as well as the use of grammatical sentences. It is important to use paragraphs intelligently. Each paragraph should represent a coherent element within a developing argument. Names of the persons. Poets, playwrights, novelists are normally referred to by their surnames. For example, Shakespeare, Marlowe, Goldsmith, Woolf. In essay, one refers simply to Bryan rather than Lord Bryan, or Tennyson rather than Alfred Lord Tennyson, or Woolf rather than Virginia Woolf. Exceptions would include Eliot, which might refer to T.S. or George, or James, where it might refer to Henry or William. Well-known authorities cited in your text, for example, Barthes, Foucault, Freud, Marx, may be referred to similarly. When less well-known literary critiques are first mentioned in your essay, the full name should be given. On subsequent occasions in the same essay, the surname only is used. Numerals. In general, numbers of fewer than 3 digits should be spelled out in words. However, if Arabic numerals are used for numbers over 99, use them also for smaller numbers in the same sentences or related group sentences. Dates. Be consistent in your style, either 17 August 1999 in sort of enclosed in single quotation mark, or August 17, 1999, sort of enclosed in a single quotation mark, but not both. Correspondingly, use either August 1991 enclosed in a single quotation mark or August, 1991 enclosed in a single quotation mark, but not the both. Enclosed in single quotation mark in 1981-82 or enclosed in single quotation mark from 1981 to 1982. Enclosed in single quotation mark 500 BC, but enclosed in a single quotation mark AD 500. In your text, spell out references to centuries, for example, the 19th and 20th centuries. References in the text. Proper referencing is a key part of an essay, allowing your reader to check or work further with the sources you have used. Accurate and full acknowledgement of these sources also ensures that you avoid any risk of plagiarism by showing clearly and exactly how and from whom you have derived any ideas or expressions not originally your own. While footnotes and endnotes were once the convention, they have now been replaced by brief citation within the text. Your reader should be able to find a full citation for all your references in your works cited list, which should appear at the end of your essay. In-text references should appear in brackets within your main text, where the identity of a source is apparent from the context. Only a page number is required. Where the source is not apparent, you should provide the author's name and the page number. For your reference, I put example on this slide. Please read it and learn it. Finally, I would like to say this. Good luck with your exam. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.